body is now in session. Chairman Joy Jensen presides.
Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Application, please.
Our Heavenly Father, thank you for another day, Father. Thank you for such a glorious, sunny day today, Father. And Father, we ask you to be with us tonight. Guide us, help us make the right decision, what's best for our county, Father. Father, I ask you to bless everyone in this room and give us safe travel, Father. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brandon, you all roll tonight, please.
Joey Denson.
Here.
Joe Stafford. Here. Jeff Smallwood.
Here.
Josh Denton. Joe Barlow.
Here.
Roy York. Gerald Church.
Here.
Shelby Fox. Brian Lee. Here. Paul Ballard. Gary Garrison.
Here.
Thomas Willman.
Here.
Ryan Hawkins.
Here.
Richard Head.
Here.
Jake Pettis.
Here.
Mark Gosh. Here. Kenny Buck.
Here.
Keith Cummings. Here.
Okay, we have four. First item on our agenda tonight is the approval of the agenda, requested changes. I'm not aware of any items that need to be added to the agenda tonight. Does any member of the body have anything to add to the agenda or make any changes to it? Now, we'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented. Motion, Mr. Garrison to approve the agenda, seconded by Mr. Stafford. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Agenda is approved. Okay, next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of our last meeting. So everyone should have those for the March 16th meeting. Anyone detect any corrections or changes need to be made to the minutes from March meeting?
Give you a motion to approve.
Motion by Ryan to approve the minutes as presented. Do I have a second?
I'll give you a second.
Second by Mr. Smallwood. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll ask Brandon to call the roll, please.
Joey Denson.
Yes.
Joe Stafford.
Yes.
Jeff Smallwood.
Yes.
Joe Barlow.
Yes.
Gerald Church.
Yes.
Ryan Leonard.
Yes.
Paul Ballard.
Yes.
Gary Garrison.
Yes.
Thomas Willman.
Yes.
Ryan Hawkins.
Yes.
Richard Head.
Yes.
Jake Pettis. Mark Gosh.
Yes.
Kenny Buck.
Yes.
Kenny Cummings.
Yes.
Next item on our agenda is the public comment about any of our agenda items for tonight's meeting. Anyone in the audience wish to comment or address any of our items on our agenda for tonight's meeting? Seeing none, we will move on down the agenda then. Next items are the quarterly reports, all the departments. Obviously, we can do these two ways, individually, or we can do them together, as we usually do.
I'll make the motion to group together.
Motion, Mr. Smallwood, to group all the quarterly reports together. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Dosh. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, we're going to be grouping them together. Look at the quarterly reports. All department heads are here and ask any questions of any of their reports. Anyone have any questions or any of the quarterly reports?
Give a motion to approve as submitted.
Motion by Mr. Lee to approve the quarterly reports as submitted. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Church. Any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll ask Mr. Brandon to call the roll.
Joe Hickey.
Yes.
Joe Safford.
Yes.
Jeff Smallwood. Yes. Joe Barlow.
Yes.
Darrell Church.
Yes.
Brian Lee. Yes. Paul Ballard. Yes. Gary Garrison.
Yes.
Thomas Williams.
Yes.
Ryan Hawkins.
Yes.
Richard Hayes.
Yes.
Rick Hernandez.
Yes.
Mark Gosh.
Yes.
Ricky Bud.
Yes.
Rick Hill.
Yes.
Quarterlies are approved. Thank you. Next item is the budget amendments. First one we've got is, in the Sheriff's Department, County General 101. SRO amendments, transferring money from SRO safe and drug-free school line item, over into vehicles, purchasing vehicles. Sheriff's here. All of it, well, this and all of the amendments we're going to be addressing tonight went through the budget committee, earlier tonight, and were all approved by the budget committee. Are you here if you want to address, ask him any questions over this particular amendment?
Move me to buy the SRO cards,
Yes.
whatever one they got.
Move them over to the building. I've got two K-9 units that need to be replaced out. It costs us a lot of money to try to keep them up and going.
Motion by Mr. Smallwood to approve the budget amendment in the Sheriff's Department request. Have a second. Second by Mr. Bucky. Any other discussion on that one? Brandon, call the roll, please.
Joe.
Yes.
Joe Safford.
Yes.
Jeff Smallwood.
Yes.
Joe Barlow.
Yes.
Darrell Church.
Yes.
Brian Lee. Yes. Paul Ballard.
Yes.
Gary Garrison.
Yes.
Thomas Williams.
Yes.
Ryan Hawkins.
Yes.
Richard Hayes. Rick Hernandez.
Yes.
Mark Gosh.
Yes.
Ricky Bud.
Yes.
Rick Hill.
Yes.
Passed.
Thank you.
Your 50-page over, you'll find 3 more on the back. Also in County General 101, top one being in Brandon's office, for 3 new workstations. I'm thinking that's computers. Yes, okay. Obviously, he's sitting right here to answer any questions. $5,355. This is from restricted funds that can only be used for items like this, pertaining to his office. Motion, Mr. Barlow to approve. Second by Thomas Wilmer. Any other discussion? Brandon, call the roll, please.
Joe Hickey.
Yes.
Joe Safford.
Yes.
Jeff Smallwood.
Yes.
Joe Barlow.
Yes.
Darrell Church.
Yes.
Brian Lee.
Yes.
Paul Ballard.
Yes.
Gary Garrison.
Yes.
Thomas Williams.
Yes.
Ryan Hawkins.
Yes.
Richard Hayes.
Yes.
Rick Hernandez.
Yes.
Mark Gosh.
Yes.
Ricky Bud.
Yes.
Rick Hill.
Yes.
Approved. Next amendment is for $9,000, coming from restricted funds also, from the Tennessee Sports Gaming Act privilege tax, and putting that into county buildings to replace the speaker system and sound system, PA system, whatever you wanna call it, for the courthouse here. Mayor said earlier, I think, and Jim, anything you wanna add to that, gonna replace the whole thing,
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been here a long time.
all the time.
So we're gonna replace it with new equipment. Hopefully it'll be a lot better, a lot clearer, and get prepared for election. See the inside and the outside,
I think it's just
just the outside.
just four speakers or whatever you say, four directional speakers and PA system and all, stuff inside, I think so. Have a motion or any questions? Motion, Mr. Stafford to approve, I'll second. Second, Mr. Garrison, any other discussion? Hearing none, ask Brandon to call the roll again.
Joe Hill,
Yes.
Joe Stafford,
Yes.
Joe Smallwood,
Yes.
Joe Barlow,
Yes.
Joe Church,
Yes.
Brian Lee,
Yes.
Paul Ballard,
Yes.
Kenny Garrison,
Yes.
Tom Sewell,
Yes.
Ron Hopkins,
Yes.
Richard Higgins, Jackie Nettis,
Yeah.
Mark Dodge,
Yes.
Ricky Bubba,
Yes.
Jim Cummings.
Yes.
And our last budget, Madison County General 101, is from fund balance going, into the 171 account. This is for $116,400. This is for the Health Department expansion grant. And Jim, if you'd like to say anything about that, this is,
When we got the grant money, we put it in 171, for the grants, we spend our grant money out of it, and we have to put our match in there, so we have expenditures coming out of one fund instead of two. We don't, that way we're not taking it out of 101 and 171.
Money put in there just for that,
I'm sorry.
but it was already money that was put in there just
Yeah.
for that.
Was the grant for this now?
The grant was, that's the match.
This is just match.
They had an addition, new roof, generator, and some, updates and remodeling on the inside, stuff like that.
So we're gonna have to take out money again out of that.
This should be all, right?
Yeah, this, we got to move.
It's the higher part,
Yeah.
part of the matching, for that grant. Right, yeah, so we're just putting all in one fund, where we're not having to write checks out of two different funds. I think auditors, number one, like that better.
Well, it makes it for a cleaner transaction, so we know what's going on. That way we're not looking at two different funds for paying bills for one grant project.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion from Mr. Cummings to approve this amendment. Second by Mr. Meadows. Any other discussion? Hearing none, Brandon, would you call the roll, please? Yes.
Yes.
Joe Small,
Yes.
Joe Barlow,
Yes.
Harold Church,
Yes.
Brian Lee,
Yes.
Paul Ballard,
Yes.
Kenny Garrison,
Yes.
Tom Sewell,
Yes.
Ron Hopkins,
Yes.
Richard Higgins, Jackie Nettis,
Yes.
Mark Dodge,
Yes.
Ricky Bubba,
Yes.
Jim Cummings.
Yes.
Approved. And our final amendment tonight is in the school system. Mr. Hardy's here. Well,
This is for our Gear Up grant, which is a grant we use to promote and make aware post-secondary options for all our students and families. It's just additional allocation, so we're just moving that money in. It'll be spent out, so we have money in, money out, help us meet the requirements of the grant.
Mr. Hardy, would you share with the commission what they shared at the Twin Lakes meeting, Gear Up meeting the other day about our, FAFSA success rate?
Yeah,
I think that'd be good since this is a Gear Up.
One of the requirements is making sure all of our students, our seniors, at least sign up for the FAFSA, so they'll have opportunities if they decide to go to a TCAT, college, university, whatever they choose. We have the highest in the state of Tennessee, or college going FAFSA rate. We're at 100%, and then we kind of had a technical glitch that kind of come up with a military issue, and so we're still over 99%. So that's every kid in Jackson County High School will at least have opportunities for post-secondary if they want to go. And Coach Thomas and Ms. Garrison do a great job. They chase families down and kids down because we want them to have an opportunity to go to post-secondary if they want to. Without this, a lot of them probably couldn't afford it. It's kind of daunting if you've never done it. So super proud of it, and that's just part of this grant. It's one of the required services that we do. So they're doing great things. It's Andrea Thaxton, she's the lead in that. So super happy to have this grant. And we've seen it make a difference already. So that's the grant we've got additional application for. That was really good.
Deal.
Give a motion to approve.
Motion by Ryan to approve this budget.
I'll second.
Motion by Darrell Church, any other discussion? Hearing none, that's fine. Brandon, call the roll, please.
Joey Denton.
Yes.
Bill Stafford.
Yes.
Chris Paul.
Yes.
Joe Barlow.
Yes.
Darrell Church.
Yes.
Ryan Lee.
Yes.
Paul Ballard. Gary Garrison.
Yes.
Tommy Schultz.
Yes.
Ron Hawkins.
Yes.
Richard Davis.
Yes.
James Pettis.
Yes.
Mark Ross.
Yes.
Steve Buck.
Yes.
Ken Pepper.
Thank you.
And approved. Don't run off too far. Mr. Hardy, next item, you're gonna have to help me on this one.
Okay.
School intergovernmental cooperative purchasing agreements. Come out, please.
This is just a purchasing co-op, that I'm sure the Sheriff's Department uses, Highway Department uses. This just allows us to get better deals, basically, through the bid process, being able to piggyback on my Metro. We use a lot of times for technology, computers, so instead of just negotiating with somebody, to try to get a better deal on Chromebooks, we can use these companies here that have already went through this, the bidding process. So in essence, it's saving the school system, saving taxpayers money by being able to use these. So we just ask that you approve it before we can continue to use it. We've been using this for 5 or 6 years. We got a new auditor. Auditor said that they recommend for us to get it okay, and also yeah.
I heard the explanation of that. Any questions for Mr. Hardy? I have a motion to approve that request. Mr. Dodge to approve, do I have a second?
I'll be safe.
Second by Mr. Fletcher. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Agreed, stands approved. Safety and health plan. This one falls into the mayor's operation here, maybe.
I got an email, and this is something we need to update. The last time we approved this was in 1996, so we'd like it updated. That's what, it's something the state, they sent the resolution out, I just filled in Jackson County, completed it. Well, it's a plan for the county.
Anybody have any questions over
Just to
what they send out first, to use kind of as a template, so we don't have to recreate a whole new resolution.
Or miss it.
Is it kind of in line what we're doing now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Your reporting requirements with, like this training and stuff, we have to send back,
Not
confirmation that it's done.
You just have to follow those guidelines. Our reporting for health and safety comes through the first step. That's the, we do.
I'll give you a motion.
Motion for Ryan to approve the, resolution for the occupational safety and health program. I have a second.
I'll give you a second.
Mr. Garrison has his hand up over here. Any other questions? Hear none, Mr. Brandon calls the roll. Don't know if they'll have any financial obligation, just to be on the safe side.
Joey,
Yes.
Doug Stafford,
Yes.
Jeff Smallwood,
Yes.
Joe Barlow,
Yes.
Harold Church,
Yes.
Brian Lee,
Yes.
Paul Bowers, Gary Harrison,
Yes.
Tom Coleman,
Yes.
Ryan Hopkins,
Yes.
Richard Hayes, Ricky Davis,
Yes.
Mark Dodge,
Yes.
Steve Buck,
Yes.
Kevin Pepper.
Yes.
Motion carried. That concludes everything I have on the agenda tonight. Prior to the meeting, Mayor Morgan did tell me that the county's new website is up and going, and it carries the agenda, the approved minutes. The minutes we approved tonight is obviously not on there. It will be the minutes from previous meetings that will be on there. I'm not sure what else is on there, but it's, if y'all like to look on that and follow it, it's Jackson, Jackson County, TN.gov. That's what you said, is that right?
Jackson County is spelled out.
Jackson County is spelled out, okay,
TN.gov.
okay. Is the county's new website revived?
It has all the departments on it,
Okay,
and contact information, commissioner's contact information.
okay,
And they'll be adding things, we've got it up and going, but there's still tweaking and adding things that we see that we need to.
okay, sounds good. Agendas for the future meetings will be posted there, so you can get those prior to walking into the door, and everything. So, hopefully there'll be lots more information out there on the newly revised website. It's not been done in a while, so.
Each department will be able to take care of their own page and update it as they see fit.
Sounds good. Does anyone have anything else, comes before the commission tonight? Hands up. I see hands up everywhere.
We're all a community of, BM Johnson Lane and Johnson Subdivision Lane.
Okay,
And the community is made up of mostly elderly and a few working folks. And we had, these people bought a house in our community, and they have totally disrupted. We've tried every avenue. The sheriff's department's been called multiple times, nothing's ever done. They have a family member that's in the sheriff's department that calls them and warns them that somebody's coming out. They have to set the woods on fire. Last weekend, when it was a fire, not the burn, they don't get burn permits. You know, they don't get fined for it. We had, what, 7 fire trucks out there, plus?
And the forest.
And the forestry department out there. They play their music so loud that it can be heard at Nana's Place, off of 56, and
Stay low.
My mother's 76 years old and has to sleep in her recliner. We tried going down there and talking to them, we get cussed out, we're told we're racist. We're in our what's it, we don't know what else to do. I mean, in a community, I think the noise ordinance should be earlier than 10 or 11 p.m., because like I said, most of them are elderly. Her bedroom is right next to their house.
I live up the hill from too, I'm on 77, live there.
I called the police at 1 o'clock in the morning because the music was so loud, and they came in and they quieted it down, and then when the officer was leaving, he shined his house light on my house to let them know who called in.
And
I
I
did
crank
my
the music
meeting.
right back up.
Pointed out like that.
They don't get fined, nothing ever happens to these people. And they just continuously do it.
They set a fire after the fire department left the last time, they set another fire, but it didn't get out of control this time, but the last one did, the first one did.
Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna start out saying that, this body, as a commission, don't have a whole lot of options to help you.
But can you direct us to
Where we can.
Well, of course, we being Jackson County, doesn't have any zoning, any kind of regulations that would address this.
The state does that.
I'm sorry?
The state does that.
Who
Well-
pays for the fire department to go out?
Well, I don't know, nobody.
They volunteer, okay,
Yeah.
but those resources still have to be paid for, the water, the
Yeah.
fuel, the wear and tear on the vehicles, that still has to be paid for.
The fire is, each individual fire department has its own entity. We make our money ourselves, Winslet does its own, Central does its own.
Well, would these people being held accountable not help with that? Because I look it up and it states that, yes, they could be fined up to $2,700 and up to $11.29 in jail. When I look at it, state of Tennessee.
What does the county sheriff department say about it?
Yeah.
Nothing.
They're called out almost weekly.
If I may, Chair, I spoke with one of y'all's neighbors a couple weeks ago, Mike, that you, told him what we needed to do as far as being able to catch them with the loud music. If they turn it down prior to us arriving there, there's not a whole lot we can do.
But they know you're coming all the time.
Well, and that's why I told him to pass the word out. If you all, if the loud music is going on, when you all call in at dispatch, if you all will let them know, we think they have a scanner or something, they don't put it on the radio, they call that officer to send them out there.
Well, we also found out they have a
Okay.
family member that's warning them that's within your department.
Well, I don't know that he's warning them. I know there's a family member there, but, the other night, and I say that because the night that this ball team came back, I was there at the jail, waiting on them to get back to the county. And that particular officer was there, waiting as well. And a call came in for out there. And he said, yeah, that was my family, but he never made a phone call to him or anything else. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know if they have a scanner or what, I don't have any idea.
Yeah, I don't
So
even,
is the police supposed to, are they supposed to turn the music down after you guys come out?
We can tell them to turn it down, but that's all we can do. And there again, if they
What
actually,
if it was all that way? What if the whole subdivision was that way?
and that's just the thing, if you turn it down before we get there, there's not a whole lot we can do.
Well, what if I get out in my yard and I'm just out there raising all kinds of cane and hollering and screaming and a hooping and a singing and a carrying on and
If
bothering
you're still
everybody
doing that when we get there, you can be charged, just like they
else?
can.
But that's not right. One
If-
neighbor can abrupt the whole neighborhood.
If you're out doing it, when we arrive,
But would
When-
you like, would you
when
like
we
it?
arrive.
Would you like it if you had a neighbor?
No,
like
ma'am,
that?
I'm not saying that, you know, that I would like it or not.
None of us like it
I
either.
understand that.
Are there
But by
steps
law,
in place to get
we have to catch them, if they're turning it down.
Friday or Saturday night.
Huh?
Any Friday or Saturday night.
Well, and I told them that. I even told that gentleman, what we probably have to start doing is finding a place out there where we can sit and try to
you
listen.
can set my driveway.
You sit in my driveway. My house is right next door.
I got 2 spots over
And I
there.
appreciate that. The thing about it is, by law, there's only one law, and it's called disorderly conduct. And there's a curfew, and all through the week, it's 10 o'clock at night. On the weekend, it's 11 o'clock. So anytime after that, if we catch them playing loud music, interrupted, we can
If the
cite.
police come out,
You can cite them.
when they
We can
leave,
cite.
they turn their music back up.
Well, and I get that, I understand, okay?
not to call them back, they're not coming
Yeah.
Good
They know
luck.
you're not
Deputy
gonna-
Davis told me there's nothing they can do.
They're not
Well, they told you, no, there's no, if we don't, if it's not playing loud when we get there, there's nothing we can do. But if it's playing loud when we get there, we can cite them or we can arrest for disorderly conduct.
Hold on a minute.
So what if we have video of this going on? I've got 2 cameras that I've set up back there. He's got an audio recording of them telling the minors to get in the house because they're underage.
We
Before
talked
y'all
about
got
that
there.
as well as far as the video. And the DA would prefer us to come and sit and listen because of the way the law is set up. There again, there's no ordinance, and the only law that I can charge under is the disorderly conduct law. I don't have any other law that I can charge under.
Why haven't that man and woman getting into it out in the yard, fussing and fighting and carrying on?
A man and a woman in the yard fighting is domestic, it's a totally different situation.
But I know,
Okay?
but still, yeah, I'm, just say if it was me, I would be disturbing her, okay? She's down there with the music turned up, she disturbs me, so what is the difference of the disturbance?
We have to catch you.
I think the lady right back here, she had her hand up and asking a question in regards to us as a commission. Your question was what?
Is there any steps we have taken to get a noise ordinance? Since we are outside of city limits, is there anything we can do?
Well, we do not do ordinances, number one. That is a city/town thing. All we can do is pass, resolutions and set, pass, things that set up, like the zoning zoning and things of that nature. We have brought that up here before, and we have met resistance because a lot of people do not want zoning/codes because that infringes on your rights as to what you build, and I'm saying you, the general public, the way you build, the way you construct your stuff at your home, on your land, and things like that. Now, I'll say, a lot of us have concerns because there's a lot of things out there now that is concerning in the county that we used to not have to deal with. But there's a lot of resistance when we bring up the word, does Jackson County want to address zoning, things of that nature, as other counties have, where you put restrictions, that they have to meet.
We have to make restrictions for our building to do a noise thing?
No, we can't impose a noise restriction. Now, not that I'm aware of.
Right, I mean, the disorderly conduct would,
That-
it could essentially be a noise ordinance, but it has to disturb the public peace, and there has to be proof that that's going on.
So I have a
So
question.
our recordings of them being loud at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning is not proof?
I have them yelling at the police, they're gonna play it all night long. I recorded
You got a
them yelling
recording of
at the
that?
police with them in their driveway.
You got a recording of that?
Yes, I do.
camera's better than mine.
You'll send that to me, I'll see if I can't do something.
I have another question. Now, you said you said disorderly conduct is all you can do. What is the repercussions of a disorderly conduct?
That's up to the judge and the DA.
And then how many disorderly conducts does it take to move on to something more, or can it move on to something
There
more?
ain't nothing else he can move on to.
Chairman,
Just disorderly conduct is all it
point
is.
of information.
Yes.
Tennessee.
You can sue civilly for private use. If someone is preventing you from the enjoyment of your home and your property, you can sue them civilly. So, you can all get together, pay your $200, file a civil lawsuit, and try to work that way in there.
All right.
But
It'd be worth it.
but in saying that, you gotta have,
Let me ask you.
but in saying that, you gotta have proof when you take them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I understand what you're
Well,
going.
I think, we'll have proof. There's multiple, I'm sure you file it, right? Each time a police officer
They should be
calls.
a report on file.
Yeah, see.
If nothing else, there'll be a call done.
Yeah, Marty, a threat is something different than what you're talking about there, though, right?
No, do what not, Fred, it's what?
A threat is something different than what you were talking about there.
On which
The
part?
threat that they made to your officer.
Yeah, threats, totally, absolutely. I don't know that there's a whole lot we can do on a threat, because until it's acted upon, and we got to prove that it's acted upon. But again, if they're turning it down before we get there, or after we leave, I don't know that there's anything we're gonna be able to do.
Her, them shining that light on a particular house, would that not be considered a threat?
Yeah.
And that was the officer that did that.
No. Okay.
Now, we had your officers actually leave their residence and go sit at Nana's place, and here don't turn it back up, but they don't come back and do nothing.
Do you know which officer that
No,
was?
I
He was
don't.
redheaded,
Redhead?
redhead officer.
Didn't have that video.
How many redheads do you have?
You got a motion?
Lana, who will Lana?
No, I do know
He
which
said he was
one.
waiting at Nana's place for his second officer, and he said he could hear it at Nana's place.
Okay.
But
I don't know that he's actually redheaded, he's more blondish red, but he has got a red tint. As far as I think I know what you're talking about, though.
He's a good suspect.
Yeah, yeah, TV
Are they
set.
supposed to respond every time we call?
Do what?
Are they supposed to respond every time we
Yes,
call?
they are.
So if we call again and they tell us that they're not
There's
sending
nothing
nobody
they
else
can do.
out there.
You contact me, if they don't respond, you contact me.
Are you gonna give all of us your phone number?
I sure will, don't care a bit. Your neighbor there's got it.
I'm the cousin to Tammy, so.
I know you are. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you are.
They're ones that end up, so I think we've got all the.
I want a question. You brought up a good point. Somebody did brought up a good point about starting fires during a burn ban. Who enforces the law?
That would be forestry. Forestry is
They
fire.
don't get a
That would
permit.
be
Not
forestry.
fire marshals, it's forestry.
And there were no permits for last
Do
year.
they write
Yeah.
tickets to that?
Yeah, but they were,
They didn't
whole
get
thing
Well,
on
they don't get permits anyway.
Yeah, can write numbers, or they can carry.
It was burning and they weren't even out there watching it, they were inside the house.
Yeah, they start a fire and then walk back in the house. Yeah.
Now, when we were out on that fire out there on their side, that forestry guy said that he wouldn't have anybody arrested that started a fire.
I have one more question.
Okay.
When idiots like that get out and start a fire and set the woods on fire, what would happen if your house caught fire? What would happen to that?
My house
They
is
would
very
be,
close.
they would be held accountable.
Yeah,
that would come all
around our subdivision.
That would come under investigation, and they would be held accountable.
They're not accountable for anything
No.
else, so, you know?
That's totally, again, you're talking about total different circumstances.
Do we need to tell them every time we call, not to announce it over the radio?
I would, because they sort of told your neighbors, you know, I don't know myself whether they've got a scanner or not. So since they're turning it down prior to us arriving, but prior to us arriving, I would let dispatch know when you call in, hey, we think they may have a scanner, so would you please not put this over the radio? Have your officer to call in. And they should, because my officers have phones. I provide each officer with a cell phone, so they can call in and get that call and come out there.
And I can say they don't have your officer spotlight my house when they're leaving?
I
If
can,
someone calls
absolutely.
in?
If you give me your address before you leave, I can, absolutely.
I dare them to spotlight me.
I'll shoot back.
I'm just afraid that this is gonna progress into something worse, because people are going without sleep,
You
you know? And like I said,
It's not right.
we've all went down there as a group and tried talking to them, and literally got cussed out. You got called racist and everything else under the book.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do on that.
And then now they're building a shed and not including the easement of the road, they're claiming the road is theirs as well, and they speed coming through there.
What road?
BM Johnson, where it curves around right down there.
right now.
They're claiming that whole end of that road down there.
That would be Daniel's spot there, but as far as the road goes.
It's on the very end.
I've lived there for 36 years, and I have never
Okay.
had so much disruption in my life,
All right.
I understand,
out of these people.
I understand totally.
Again, I wish there was something we could do.
I appreciate, sir,
We
you
don't-
took a few times,
I
and I
mean,
appreciate it.
You know,
It was
without just
worth
being
the time
honest
for
with
us.
you, you
Well,
know,
we did get some information and
you know. Okay, does anyone have, anybody in the audience have anything else that we can attempt to address? Sir, Mr. Barlow?
I'd like to say on behalf of myself and my family to everybody for the many acts of kindness during the passing of mothers, I very much appreciate it. Phone call, visits, whatever it was, it's been a great deal.
Does anyone have anything else? Our next meeting is set for May the 18th. We have no notaries tonight. I remember that a long time. Those are on the budget and the building committee. A week from tomorrow, on the 28th of April, we need to have a meeting and meet back with the, I guess, the adjusters, insurance adjusters, like we did here one night, a month or two ago, in regards to the roofs at the jail and other buildings the county owns. They said they could be here on the 28th at 6 o'clock, so, hopefully that will work for most of y'all's schedule, or as many as we possibly can. We need to have a joint meeting, again, on the 28th, which is a week from tomorrow night here, to meet with those folks and try to, make some decisions on what routes we're gonna try to address. Obviously, we've got to do the sheriff's department, jail, and some of the other buildings, so, put that in your Rolodex or calendar, or whatever we call them nowadays, so we've got to be here for that.
Courthouse.
Yes, right here. Again, next regular court meeting will be May the 18th at, 7 o'clock. Anybody have anything else? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Somebody, Brandon, all in, I got it. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank y'all.
Hey,